Good afternoon, family. Good afternoon. I'm astonished at just how God hears us and answers prayers. I bless his name. I bless his name. Um, he is a mighty deliverer. He is a mighty deliverer. And there's elevation in the spirit realm right now. And I'm grateful to God, and I'm believing with everything in me that is getting ready to show up in the natural realm right now. We thank the Lord for his mercy and for his grace. I want to release the word of the Lord today. What he said was, from everlasting to everlasting, I am the chain breaker. He said, be blood washed and manifest my glory. He said, be blood washed, meaning rest in the state of a blood washed believer. Be blood washed. Not go and wash, but be blood washed and manifest my glory. And manifest my glory. I looked up the word manifest to come on here, and it says clear or obvious to the eye or mind. So make it clear, make his glory clear or obvious to the eye or the mind. When people look at you, they ought to know who you belong to. When people speak to you, they ought to know who you belong to. Make it clear or obvious to the eye or mind. That's what the Lord is saying right now. He led me to John chapter 2, verse 16. This is where it says Jesus clears the temple courts. That's the subheading. And we know that Jesus turned over the table in the temple, and he said that you've turned my father's house into a den of thieves. They were selling and exchanging and going on in his house. Verse 16 says, to those who sold doves, he said, get out of here. Stop turning my father's house into a market. That's verse number 16. And so as I began to ponder on this thing, God is saying that he's coming back for a church without spot or wrinkle. Lord, send a revival and let it begin with us. I want to share something else that the Lord gave me in my devotion time this morning. It was so interesting. He led me to Matthew chapter 16, verse 12, and then verse 8. So I'm going to go there real quick. We're going to talk this thing out. Matthew chapter 16, verse 12 says, then they understood that he was not telling them to guard against the yeast used in the bread, but against the teaching of the Pharisees and the Sadducees. And then verse 8 says, aware of their discussion, Jesus asked, you of little faith, why are you talking among yourselves about having no bread? And so I thought this was really comforting to know that the changes that are happening within the kingdom of God is for us. It's for us. I'm running out of time.